Okay, so we're going to get started here. We want to welcome you to this exciting world of vertical gardening, aeroponic gardening with the Tower Garden, the Juice Plus Tower Garden. I am so excited to share, and we've got a couple other people that are going to be sharing with you as well. So we're glad that you're joining, whether or not you are a gardener, an avid gardener, or you're a wannabe gardener, or you have a black thumb like me, you are able to do the Tower Garden. And that is just so exciting. And really, you don't even need thumbs for this thing. It is amazing. We're going to explain that a little bit more clearly for you, how it works. But I want to introduce those who are with us that are going to be speaking. So first of all, my name is Wendy Erdman. I'm a National Marketing Director with the Juice Plus Company. I've been involved in taking the different products that we have. It's all whole food nutrition, with the Tower Garden being one of those. Have been getting the whole food nutrition from Juice Plus for about 20 years now, a really long time. So, and I've never felt better. I was very sick with an autoimmune disease. And so now I am thriving and feeling great, and have been for about 19 years. So that's a long time. It took a while to get healthy, about a year. And Tower Garden is a piece of that. It's been around for about 7 or 8 years, and we've had 2 ever since. It's really how we feed our family primarily, is from that Tower Garden. It's amazing. So I'm going to have a couple more speakers who are going to share with us. Pam Strickler, if you want to wave your hand. Pam is a certified health coach and a former middle school teacher. As a mom of 2 grown children and a military wife of many years, Pam enjoys helping people make simple changes to gain better health. Coming from the perspective of people don't know what they don't know, she shares simple tips and information so people can make better decisions based on research and best practices. So thanks so much for sharing with us today, Pam. And then Clara Lee Monnier, if you can, yep. Hi, Clara. Clara is a mom of 2 awesome kids, personal trainer. She's a volleyball coach and a wellness educator with the Juice Plus Company. She is passionate about helping others to live healthier lives and to do it more naturally. And I believe, and she believes, that the connection between nature, the connection with nature has great benefits. And I totally agree with you, Clara. I love being out in nature. She is an avid gardener, and she is an amazing bread baker. She's loving learning new skills, especially at such a time as this. I think we're all looking for those new skills that we can pick up on. And so she's currently working on sewing and crocheting what sounds like an absolutely beautiful blanket. So I'm excited to see it. When you're finished with that, we want to see it. So I'm going to share my screen with you, and I'm going to run through just a brief presentation about the Tower Garden, and then we're going to hear from the other ladies in different ways. So we're just so glad that you're with us. Hold on here a second. Okay, here we go. All right, so welcome to A Green Future, growing healthy and sustainable food. That's what this is about. It's definitely the wave of where we are right now. We're going to be growing up instead of out, the quality of our soil conditions, and we're just starting to lose land. The more we build on the land, the less land we have to grow. So we're going to see a lot of this growing vertically happening. So what is the Tower Garden? It is a vertical aeroponic growing system. So those roots are hanging, each of the garden has little pockets, and those plants are hanging in to the middle, the very center of that white tube. And so they're not saturated in all that water all the time. That's hydroponic gardening. This is called aeroponic gardening. And it's going to click on and off so that the water and minerals are going to wet the roots, but it's also going to get a lot of air, which it needs air. It needs to be aerated. It is it's soilless, so it uses all natural earth minerals in a growing tonic that you put down in that base with the water, and it grows 20 or more plants. You can add extensions to it to go up and have more plants on it. You can also have, what I have on mine is a microgreen. It adds 30 more plants going up, but smaller pockets around it. So you can grow all kinds of things on it that are highly nutrition. vine ripened, and they're extremely convenient. Anytime we want a salad, we go in and we just clip away. We clip all the lettuces. I'll clip a bunch of herbs. I'll clip off the peppers that we want, celery, whatever it might be. You just go in, you clip it, and you've got an amazing salad. And you just take it into the kitchen. You don't even have to wash it. It's incredible. Nobody's been coughing on it. Right now I'm going to the store and I'm like, okay, who's been coughing on this produce? You know, you're just very concerned about it, especially nowadays in this season that we're in. So the benefits of a tower garden, it is year-round growing. You can put lights on it. I'll show you the lights. Again, no soil, no weeding, no mulching. Makes it very easy to grow. All natural earth mineral tonic. It's the best of the best as far as if you did have it in a soil, you're going to grow the best produce because of how rich that soil is mineral-wise. It's very clean and safe. It's made of food-grade plastic, so you don't have to worry about it being plastic. And you're going to save a lot of money. What we're finding is that there's 30% more yield. There was a study that was done that was comparing the tower garden versus produce that was growing in soil. And the 30% is an average. When they were looking at kale, it was 65% more yield. Parsley, 21%, bell peppers, 53% more yield, cherry tomatoes, 35%, and squash was 50%. So just depending on the produce, it tends to grow a lot faster. And when you have some lettuce growing and you just chop that lettuce off, it's going to grow back again. And it often grows back like 5 or 6 more heads of lettuce. So it's not that you're picking it and that's over. It's going to grow back again. So that's the beauty of it. The tower garden, it just makes it so much easier. It's very easy to install. If I can do it in about 15, 20 minutes, you can certainly do it. It doesn't require a screwdriver or anything. Very easy to maintain, no dirt or weeds. Less climate sensitive, which is nice. That water, when it's really hot out, the water keeps the roots cooler. And when it's really cold out, that water, you know, turning on and off is going to keep it warmer. So you can grow for longer. And obviously it grows faster. So you get to enjoy more fruit from your labor. And you can take a look here just really quickly at the produce growing. It grows very quickly. I don't know if week 3, mine didn't quite look like that. So it probably depends on your climate and where you are, but it grows very fast and beautiful. This is a salad lover garden, so nothing but different types of lettuces. You can do different types of garden, and some people do like a salsa Mexican garden, and they're growing everything pertaining to like a Mexican taco salad or something without the meat. But you can see, you know, there's different positionings you want to have with your garden and where you're going to put things, and everything is on an amazing website that we have. It's a Tower Garden website. And again, you can grow that year round, which is exciting. So it comes packaged together like this, a single tower. It comes with the pump, it comes with the seeds. You can grow your own seeds, or you can get little seedlings already growing, shipped directly to your house. I get mine from a place called True Garden. I absolutely love them. The seedlings come just so beautiful. There's some other sites, so we can get you that information, but everything comes to get you started, and then you can see all the variety of different things being grown here in this garden on the right. This is the indoor lights. This is what I do. We live in the woods, and it's hard for us to grow year round outside, obviously, but even in the summer, I just choose to grow indoors. We're considering putting another garden outside. We just can't grow the tomatoes. You need about at least 4 to 6 hours of sunlight to really grow some of the produce. So we have about 3-4 hours. So some of the things are a little bit harder for us to grow. So we always have one growing in our laundry room. And this is the new Tower Garden home on the left. It's a sleeker version of the Tower Garden Flex, which you've been seeing on the right. It comes with wheels already on it. And it has like an antenna thing that tells you when your water level's getting low and when it's time to put more of the nutrients and water in the bottom. So it kind of has a meter that shows you what to do. So it's very slick, very slender, just a little bit more contemporary looking. It's for indoor growing, where the Flex is for indoor-outdoor growing. Definitely saves on money. I know initially you're going to pay for the garden. We do have 12 months, same as cash, no interest. So that's a beautiful thing. But when you look at the cost of produce today, just these seedless cucumbers for $3.99, you know, you start growing, and like I said, you're going to keep growing and you're going to keep using it, and you're really going to save. I feel like I save about $100 a month. I really do. When I look at our bill, when I'm in transition of, we always have it growing, but when I'm in transition and seedlings are growing, yeah, it's amazing how much. So it really does pay for itself quickly, and becomes more affordable with time, because you're going to own this garden for the rest of your life. It's made in a very sturdy way. So it's a lot of fun. Kids love it. We're going to hear a lot more of that coming up here in just a second as I unshare my screen. Growing good health is definitely worth it, you guys. When you consider that we really are what we eat as far as our health goes, we want our kids to be healthy, and we want to be healthy as families so that we can do a lot more in life and live abundantly. So I'm going to stop my screen here, and I'm going to turn it over to Pam Strickler.
Thank you, Wendy. You guys were so excited about showing you what all you can do with this tower garden. If I can get back to y'all here. Well,
we see ya.
You see me? Okay, perfect. I don't see me, but that's okay. I don't need to see me. Okay, so one of the cool things with the tower garden is it's not just about, here, have this and you can grow it at home. There's so many resources, and not just for us as individuals, but also from an educational perspective. And to access that, all you have to do is go to the towergarden.com and come over here to School Gardens, because it's set up. This whole link is set up for teachers, for parents, for whomever might be teaching kids how to grow food, simple ways. What does it look like? What are the steps? And so if you want, like for a classroom, you can request information, and they'll send you how to apply for grants, all kinds of things. But there's 6 reasons the Tower Garden is a great teaching tool, and we're going to go over those. But first, just wanted to share this with you. Stephen Ritz, he has used community gardens and tower gardens to completely transform the Bronx. And so we see from a family perspective or from a school perspective how important this is.
I love tower gardens in the classroom. They are the most cost-effective school garden aligned to academic outcomes one can ever imagine. And best of all, I can take my garden to the cafeteria, down the hallway, to one class, to another class, to another class, use it for science, use it for literacy, use it for art. Tower gardens are about so much more than growing healthy outcomes and growing healthy fruits and vegetables. They're about the science, the math, the record keeping, the data, the prediction, the analysis, and then of course there's the eating. And when you expand their palates, you expand their vocabularies. And when you expand their vocabularies, you expand their minds.
Thinking about the Tower Garden from that perspective is pretty exciting. And so he tells you this, but it's like, okay, great. I'm at home. What do I do? Or I'm a teacher. Great. I don't have time for this. Just so you know, I did homeschool our kids kindergarten through 8th grade, and then was actually in a classroom. So I've seen both perspectives of how do you keep them learning more and more when the curriculum, if you've got a kid who's a high performing child, they'll go through the curriculum when they're at home very rapidly. So what do you do to keep them engaged? Well, with this Tower Garden, you have, like Wendy said, you can grow more in less time with fewer resources. You can grow inside your home. One of the cool things is you have less mess. So if you've been with kids and you've gone outside and you garden, and then as a mom, they drag all the mud, all the stuff inside, and some days you're just like, oh, please. But gardening is pretty much daily. So one of the things that you can do with the Tower Garden, excuse me, Wendy shared that she buys her seedlings from livingtowers.com, or not, I mean, from another one. I do livingtowers.com sometimes, but you can do it at home with the rock wool. You put the seeds in, I mean, with these, then you put the rock wool on top of the seeds, and then the kids can watch them grow. And then when they get about this tall, then you transplant them into the tower. So that's pretty exciting and a lot of fun. If you decide, hey, we need to do that, start this inside and move it outside like I did with these, all winter long I had these in my garage, and then I just wheeled them out to the back patio. And there's actually two, you can't see the other one behind. The weather here is kind of icky, so I'm not moving around too much. So if you're in a school setting, you could just roll it down the hall to another classroom. It's very mobile. And then if you're going, okay, that's all nice, Pam, but how does this work with education? So you can get lesson plans. And if you go to that towergarden.com site and go to the school site, you can actually click on lesson plans. And they give you help on how to bring them to life. So just a few, just to give you an idea how they've tailored them for the ages. And this K1 literacy and math, let's see, I wanted to show you the plant part book. Okay. So you can see, showing you how to name that. And then they tell you, how do you use that? What are some ideas? So they simplify it depending on the child's age. If you look at, let's see, where. You've got reading passages, journal pages, so the kids can practice their journaling. Then you go into this second grade and up, you can see how they grow. You see all those different plans. And I've lost the one I was looking for you. You can download them all. Just say, we'll just pull that up just so you can see it. So learning about flowers, you've got this part for the teacher, is more detailed. Obviously, that's not going to be for a second grader. It gives them all the information you need so you don't have to look it up. It gives you, kind of evaluation, things you can do to help the student. It gives you web resources and materials. And then you get down to the student part, very bright and really pretty, gives them pictures, tells them what it is. So you get everything you need with that so you can do a lesson. And I just really appreciate how they've done that, because that's one of the hardest things. So you've got more, urban garden reading, garden word problems for your math. So, it's pretty cool. You get your math in here. And then you've got, for Seton Hall, your exercises. You've got lessons here. Again, as you'll see them as the ages go up, they go into a little bit more detail. So you have your vocabulary for the student. You've got your lesson objectives, and when you download everything, you've got about 56 pages worth. But I really on here just want to show you, if you click on any of these, that takes you to other resources. So you have more information, more assignments, more work you can do with the kids. And then you again get down to the student section, and they again make it age appropriate. They give you, here's your words, your vocabulary exercises, the science questions. So again, a lot of options here. And what's neat, when you get to like grade 7 and up, let's see, where's the mineral nutrition? There's 2 on this site that I wanted to show you because they're really neat. So you've got, again, getting a little bit more information, a little bit more detail, again, age appropriate. You've got more links. You can have the kids do research papers, explanations on all the stuff they're going to talk about, keeping track of things. They show you exactly where to go for your information, explaining everything, tell you what's in the tonic. So then you have a worksheet that the students can do. So as you've gone through things, and then you can have like an assessment. And then you go, here's the student information. And they can fill in the blanks. They can look up things. So just cool information. I just, from a teacher perspective, love that you don't have to make up all this stuff. It's already there for you. And then if you like the pigments, the colors, I'm showing you this one just because I thought it was really cool. So you've got some more of the science and the colors and what is chlorophyll and what does it do? Why is it important? You've got the bulbs. What is it about the lighting? So the absorption into plants. I'm getting down to, this is all still teacher stuff. Now we get to the student. And again, I love the bright colors to get their attention. And they can follow this while you're, teaching from your curriculum, from the teacher notes. So that gives you an idea of that. And we've talked about what is a tower garden and how does it work, but sometimes a picture is worth 1,000 words. So I wanted to show you this.
Tower Garden's state-of-the-art aeroponic vertical garden system uses both water and air to produce more colorful, better tasting, and incredibly nutritious fruits, vegetables, and herbs. Tower Garden has a 20-gallon reservoir at its base that stores the Tower Tonic nutrient solution. Developed by experts in plant and human nutrition, Tower Tonic Mineral Blend enables superior plant growth and better nutrition from your Tower Garden produce. The process begins once the seedlings have been placed in your Tower Garden. Here they will be nourished with Tower Tonic nutrient solution. Inside the reservoir is a small, low-wattage submersible pump. The pump pushes the nutrient solution up through the tower to the top. From there, the nutrient solution drips through the central tower using a special device that evenly cascades the solution over the exposed plant roots. On the journey down the tower, the nutrient solution feeds the roots and becomes highly oxygenated as it cascades gently down the reservoir. This process is continuous, providing fresh oxygen, water, and nutrients to the roots of the plants. This patented aeroponic process enables food crops to grow faster than they would in soil, so they can be harvested more often. And it makes Tower Garden the healthier, easier, smarter way to grow your produce.
So just want to say, if you're hesitant about using a Tower Garden for school, don't be. It's great. Not only do you get to educate the kids, not only do you get to learn, but you get to eat all kinds of fun stuff. And what you saw is as one plant cycles through, I'm growing new ones to replace them. So it's an ongoing year-round event where you can just have the best food. And I'm telling you, you can tell such a difference between this and what we buy in the grocery store. But Clara, you're going to take over and share some more great stuff about the tower with us.
Hello, everybody. I'm here with my daughter, Christina.
Hi.
And we are currently growing indoors. So our tower garden is in our little kitchen nook area corner, as you can see. It's by the windows, but however, the grow lights are very necessary to grow successfully indoors. So we have these cool grow lights. We're actually for our outdoor garden over here, and the lights are actually helping us with that as well. So as Pam mentioned earlier, she was talking about how differently the produce tastes. And one of the first ones, I can tell you that the basil is more potent. The parsley, oh my goodness, I have to show you guys. this is our parsley, okay? All of this is our parsley. So that grows like crazy. Our kale grows greatly as well. And that one, I would say, is another produce that I have noticed is so much different from the one we could find at the stores. At the stores, the leaves are very rough and hard. This is super, super soft and super sweet. I mean, I have never eaten kale in my life till I started growing actually my own on the tower garden. We grow anything. So we, as I said, we have parsley, we have a little baby cilantro over here, we have kale, we have arugula over here, more cilantro over here, lettuce. Right here you can see actually my dill mixed together with some lettuce. Here is my basil, a little bit of spinach, and this is my first time trying this. I'm doing some green onions. So this is our indoor garden for now, and usually around, I would say around May, after Mother's Day, we take it outside. So we take the lights down, which is super easy. You detach this part, pop in a little cover for the shower head, I want to call it, and you just take it outside. We have it on the wheels, so it's super easy to move it from this area to my sink to refill. The same thing outside. It's super convenient, and we totally love it. We have had it for, I believe this is our 7th growing season. So we absolutely love our tower garden, and we are actually considering getting one more. One is going to be dedicated for the outside, and one is going to be dedicated for the inside. So my kids, she's been actually the one who helped me to put it together 7 years ago as a little tiny tyke. And now she just helps me to plant the seeds and observe as it grows from a little tiny seed into something we can use in our salads and our sandwiches. So that's our tower garden.
Thank you so much, Clara.
You're welcome.
I love that you have a helper, someone helping you growing, and just makes it more fun. Hello. Thank you.
Bye.
Thanks so much for joining us. I'm going to turn the recording off real quick.